check. Check, check. Kilo 6, Uniform Sierra, Delta Mike 06. Audio. Check, 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 check. Gonna get the remote tuned in here. Just a little bit more. Check, check. There we go. That's pretty close. Kilo 6 Uniform Sierra, Delta Mike 06. And testing for the remote, K6US, Delta Mike 05.
Huge difference.
Oh, I'm sure there is. How's it going?
This is KE6VG Visalia.
Well, you know, it's the difference between 300-foot elevation and dual loops and 7,000 feet in a Yagi. Same amount of power, but huge elevation difference.
Are you running 75 watts in Clovis, and how high are your loops in Clovis? I'm curious.
Well, I'm not in Clovis. I'm in Fresno. I'm running 75 watts from both stations. So both stations are 9700s.
And you have a pair of phased loops in Fresno?
Yep. Yeah. Two horizontal loops up on the roof. They're above my 222 loops, so they're, I don't know, probably 5-6 feet off the roof.
Okay, so I'm running a 9700. So I'm running 75 watts, and I'm running one of those cheapy dual 432 2-meter loops. You know, the Harvest ones you can buy on Amazon for $60 or $70 or whatever they are. and I stacked a whole bunch of that. I think it's almost 2-inch diameter military mast. You know what I'm talking about? Those old World War II aluminum stuff, the heavy duty stuff. 40 feet of it stuffed up against the side of the house, just freestanding with the loop on top of that at 40 feet.
Yeah, and that's putting you like 10, 20 over down into DMO5. So, yeah, the loops work. I tell everybody that you equally offend everyone in every direction.
Yep, scattering all over the mountainsides and everything. I noticed that. I pulled up the what's that map? The one where you can tell where it has you can tell whether it has the where your signal's getting out. And I pulled up the one for the Doppler radar in Hanford, and you can see all the mountains it was reflecting off of.
Oh yeah. And it actually does come in handy during the net. So I run the live stream for Mike, and so I'm currently transmitting it to Hatchapee, listening to my station here in Fresno, and I'm listening to Mike's station up at his house all at the same time. And so it actually comes in handy with me being omnidirectional in the middle of the valley, because there's times when Mike is pointed up north and I'll hear somebody coming in from, an oddball direction because I'm equally listening in every direction. I don't always hear everyone super strong, but at least means that there's somebody here listening, in every direction. Because otherwise, everybody be pointing up north and somebody would pop in down south and, nobody would hear that they're here. And then, of course, now having the remote down in DMO5 also helps give us another place where we can, listen to people coming in from another direction.
Okay. Yeah, so I got my tower up. I haven't put all the antennas up yet because I'm still terminating coax and hooking up rotor cables. It's 200 feet from my operating position. So I've got LMR 600 ran out there and half-inch heliacs from the top of the tower down to the box at the bottom. But I have a 1296 EME Yagi going at the top that we're going to use for terrestrial. It's that 70 element jobby. So it ought to be like pointing a pin at somebody. And then next week I have the 432 Yagi coming in that's 14 elements and 7 elements on 2 meters. So that'll go at about 65 feet. That ought to do better than this.
Oh, most definitely. But yeah, you got a bunch of projects going on there. Good deal. And then you and Bill can just blow each other's ears out.
You know, I don't know, when Bill turns his Yagi in certain directions, he pegs my meter on this 9700 all the way past 60 dB.
Yeah, that's a situation where you got to turn off your preamp and then turn the RF gain down, but then you won't hear anybody else. You guys probably could transmit to each other with 1 watt.
Or less. I don't know. No, I raised this antenna from 30 to 40 feet, and I could totally tell the difference too on how far out I could hear. Yeah,
this antenna actually used to be lower, and then when I added the 222 loops, it just made sense to put the 432s on top of the 220, and so they're all in one stack, but it meant that the 432 loops got to go up another like 2.5, 3 feet, and it actually did make a difference because AF6 United over in Watsonville, I could talk to him after I rose them, so now I'm like, okay, so if I put a 200-foot tower out there, these little loops might actually do a little bit better.
No, the loops are pretty good. They're not quite circular, so they have a little bit more gain towards the feed side and the opposite side of the feed side. So I made sure to aim that up and down the valley to give me a little bit extra boost also.
Yeah, and they also, like on 6 meters, I just have a single loop, and they do actually fire some of the signal up at like a 45-degree angle. Not all of it's at the horizon, but on 6 meters, that's really good. But on 432, having the 2 loops, puts more of the pattern at the horizon.
Yeah, so are you running just off-brand loops, or are you running M squared?
Yeah, more than half of my antennas come from M squared because, the warehouse is like 8 minutes from my house, and, I know the owner.
Well, that helps. Yeah, no, I guess Bill's known him for quite a few years, too. Bill's maybe 2 miles from me.
Oh yeah, I've been to Bill's house, and I every time I'm over there, I'm like, Bill, what are you going to do with all this junk when you're gone?
Well, that's when everyone has to sell it all, either that or open a museum.
Oh, he could definitely open a museum. My lord, man. Yeah, all the people that need tubes just need to go pick over his house.
No, I have quite a few rigs here too because I work on rigs for people and do stuff, and and it's like I end up with I don't know how many rigs I got sitting here now. I need to start getting rid of some rigs too.
Yeah, I got rid of a lot of my stuff, and then I kind of rebuilt stuff over the last couple years, and now I do everything remote. So my 9700, my 7300 Mark II, and my 705 are all in a closet, and I remotely control them from my computer. And the nice thing is it meant all my coax runs are nice and short, and I didn't have to worry about trying to figure out how to get coax to where my desk is. And of course, because I'm running everything over the network, I can put my desk anywhere in the house, and I'd still be able to remote into the radios.
Okay, so now I'm set up that way. I just moved my stuff from the shop building out back and ran coax all the way to the front of the house. But I have Ethernet, gigabit Ethernet, that I ran all the way out to the shop, right by where I was before. So I could actually put this 9700 like within 3 feet of the base of the tower in an air-conditioned room, and then just run it right there. That might be more efficient, but I have to keep my computer on.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. K6US 1079 and 1100 transmitting from DMO5.
Okay, and I don't recognize the other voice, so go ahead and ID. This is K6MYC, over.
K6MYC, this is KE6VG, Kilo Echo 6 Vegetable Garden, 1251.
Yeah, Roger, Robert. I didn't recognize your voice. For some reason, you sound different tonight. Maybe it's because I don't have my normal hearing aids. My left hearing aid failed, and I've got a backup in there now. Anyway, good evening. You're sounding good, over.
Nope, you're sounding good too. And Aaron down there in Tehachapi, this sounds awesome there. And then he goes over to Fresno, and it's not even barely tickling my S meter.
Yeah, that's the beauty of being at 7,000 feet in line of sight. Okay, very good. Anyway, good evening, Aaron. Good signal here. I've got you and Robert and Brittany checked in here. I'm not sure who else is here.
Able 6 Sugar, and hello, Robert.
Well, Bill's there now. It was just me and Robert talking, so we'll see who else is here. K6US Delta Mike 06.
Yeah, very good. I hear you, Bill. Good evening, WS. I'm looking for, so we could keep our ears out for him. I didn't hear him last night. Old Bozo 61. I don't know if we actually called him specifically last night or not, but we were certainly pointed down that way long enough for him to come out of the woodwork, as well as N6SWR. I didn't hear Ben either last night, and it just dawned on me today I didn't get either one of them checked in. So it's no wonder we only got 37 check-ins. Anyway, good evening, Bill, and you take it, and then we'll see who else is in here. AA6 Sugar and the group K6MYC.
Yeah, real fine, Mikey. K6MYC. Yeah, you're sounding really good here, and then of course Robert, half a mile away from me, needless to say, is pretty strong, even sideways to him. Anyway, not much here. I'm just trying to restore a Helicrafter's HT37. I've changed all the capacitors in it. I've started cleaning the knobs, took the front panel off, washed it, waxed it, cleaned the dial glass, everything, and right now I'm putting a new power cord on it, and then I got to figure out how to align the sideband generator there. It's one of those crazy phasing rigs, so I got to teach myself how to adjust one of those things with a spectrum analyzer. Anyway, I've never done it before. Well, I have fun. And I picked up a junker. It's really clean, actually. One of the old Gonset GSP 100s. And no rust or anything on it. I'll get Michael to he'll powder coat it for me. And the front panel is pristine. And I can get it working too. Add it to the bone pile of a collection of junk. Back to you there, or maybe Michael's in here. I don't know if AHJ is here or if he's all sleeping. K6MYC and the group, A6S.
KG6, TES 982.
Holy cow. At KG6 Charlie Echo Fox 982. Boy, you're weak off the back tonight. But we've got you, Daryl. 982 is in here. Good evening to you. And very weak for some reason, but I'm pointed down south looking for KB6RQU. Rick, if you're there, come on in. And of course, N6SWR doesn't have 432, but we certainly should hear Rick in here tonight. KB6RQU, are you there, Rick?
KC5 DTU 712.
Okay, well, Kerry is here, that's for sure. Good evening, Kerry.
Good evening, Michael, and hope you're okay up there on the hill.
Yeah, we're good. It rained all day, but never made the cement wet. It was one of those really odd wet days, but my cement was drying as fast as it was hitting. So obviously we got no measurable rain here, but it was dampish. and quite cool, of course. We expected a temperature of about 63. I don't know what it really got to, but it wasn't much warmer than that. I lit the fire. I had just put everything away except for one box of wood that I hadn't taken out of the living room yet. And I hadn't burned a fire for about 4 months here. I think sometime in February I gave up on the fire, so I finally lit it off again. And luckily I had not cleaned it, so I still got ashes to take out, but the fire started nicely, and I had just enough scrap paper and stuff and sticks to get things rolling, and now I got a big log in there. And I got 2 more logs to get us through the evening, and that should take care of the day. Anyway, good evening, Kerry. KC5DTU, K6MYC.
Roger, Roger, Mikey. Well, I looked at the rain gauge, and I think I got 3/10 of an inch, and I believe I have to turn the heater on out here in the shack, so don't feel bad. And we'll talk to you more soon. 73s, KC5DTU.
Yeah, well, we amazingly got quite a bit of sun today. I was out, and I could see my shadow. It wasn't very heavy, but it was sun was there. And everything in the solar system charged up. And I came in here at about 6 o'clock and looked, and we were charged up to 100%. So I was happy to see that. Anyway, good evening, Kerry. KC5DTU in the group, K6MYC, looking for Bozo 61 or anybody else that wants to check in here.
Hi, Kerry. K6US.
Hello, Aaron. I could hear you talking earlier. You must have been rotated around the other direction. Good evening to you and your better half there. And we'll turn it back to Mikey.
Hey, I was transmitting from the remote base down into Tehachapi, and so basically be coming off of your backside. So that's probably why you don't hear me. I'm currently transmitting from DMO 6 because that's where the better signal is for you. But I have the option of switching between the two transmitters. K6US.
Roger, Roger. Well, you banging in here now. Okay, good talking to you, Aaron. 73s, KC5DTU.
Okay, very good. Well, it's awful quiet in here. We should have OIB in here. We should have M6BYH. We could have, I guess Rob isn't going to be here. He's got an Aries thing or something for a while. So we won't have Rob, but we should have maybe W6 Papa Echo. Maybe I have to wait to get turned around in order to hear Mike up there. And we should hear K6VBG, but I don't hear him in here yet. And I don't know about Tony. I can't remember whether Tony AJ6PD has got 432 up or not. Anyway, QRZ, we won't go to Atascadero. We'll come right around and go to Santa Cruz tonight. So I'm going to get everybody I can here while I'm in this direction. And I guess, do you go down on the other frequency and work Ralph, Bill, over? Maybe he's down there now. How about Mike, WA6AAJ727, are you here? Watching the spectrum display on 40 meters here, and I've got the antenna pointed north. All the static, it's interesting tonight and late today, the static was much higher on 40 meters coming from the north. Normally it's very bad from the east when I look across the U.S., but the east was quiet, but the north was very noisy with static bursts, and I'm watching it now. The screen is just hopping up and down with static bursts. So the band is open. There's lots of signals there, but man, it's cracking and popping. All right, K6MYC looking for check-ins. KB6, KB6RQU and others. Anybody else on 432 here? K6MYC Bozo Net.
711.
711. Got you, John. Thank you.
John.
Aaron, you're really strong from GMO 5. It's amazing.
Yep, it's working well. K6US.
Okay, I'm copying John, but he's very weak. I don't want to talk over him. Is he still talking, Aaron?
Nope, he's done, but I think he's pointed down south. Is that right, John?
Yep, pointed down south.
Yeah, that time you were up, you must have had me in one of those atomic nulls. Anyway, good evening to you, John. And the system down there that you and Aaron have put together is doing really well. It was working pretty good on 1296 the other night, too. I had nice signals from Aaron there. Anyway, QRZ Bozo Net, 432-100, K6MYC, calling and listening.
Yeah, and I just realized I should keep the list for Rob, so I'll keep a list on my end, K6US.
Yeah, I think you know everybody that's in here.
Yeah, I think I'm caught up. I just had to go look up Robert's number down in Visalia, but I got him. And then I'll still be listening down here, so if 61 pops up, I'm sure I'll hear him.
Okay, Robert's your number. I'm going to see if I can remember it now. I can't read it. 1251, 1251.
1251.
I got it. Okay, I may remember it one of these days. Takes me three or four times to get it locked in. Anyway, good. And you're sounding good on this band as well with that little whole loop up there on 432. I've got a cat holding me down on the chair here, so I'm not real agile. I'm going to have to lean forward and maybe lose the cat to turn the rotator. Do you want to rotate the antenna for me, Aaron? You could rotate it around to about 280.
Yep, give me a second, K6US.
Okay. We'll just keep saying QRZ Bozo Net check-ins, please. Anybody that's hearing the sound of my voice, go ahead.
Okay, rotating now. K6US.
Well, you went way down when you rotated it. Yeah, I'm pointed towards Tom there, KW6S. So we'll see if he hears me, and I'll stand by here until we get the antenna turned around for Mikey there. KW6S, A6S.
A6S, KW6S. Good evening, Bill.
Yeah, this thing is going to be pristine, and a friend just called me, and he's got a couple of other boat anchors that said they look brand new. He's in the Idaho area there, and I guess when he comes down this way to the coast there, I said, don't ship them. He's not. He's going to bring them to me, so add a couple more to the antique collection, I guess. I don't know what I'm going to do with all this stuff. Probably go in the garbage can after I drop dead there, Tom. Go ahead.
Well, bring them to the swap meet in November.
No, I don't want to get rid of them. That's my problem. I don't sell anything.
Yeah, I have kind of the same problem. I get rid of the odds and ends, but there's certain things I'll probably never get rid of. This Kenwood TS2000 is, as I said, will be the last thing I'll get rid of, and I probably won't get rid of it. It'll probably be left to someone else to deal with. A6S, KW6S.
Yeah, KW6S, A6S. You got a beautiful signal, real rapid flutter, but I mean the audio and everything is clean as a pin. So I guess it's this weird front. We did get a little bit of rain, not much. A bird could fly over and barf out about as much, but anyway, it got the solar panels clean, I think. Anyway, I'll turn it back to you and pick up Mikey there. Good hearing you there, Tom. KW6S, A6S, over.
A6S, KW6S, yeah. Looking forward to one of these times seeing your boat anchors and your
hooking up some night for a rag chew on 80, which I think is would probably be our best band, except maybe 2 meters. But anyway, I'll move on, and the rapid QSC thing is, I'm noticing tonight. Last night was really, night before last, I guess it was real strange on 1296. But anyway, A6S, KW6S, and up to K6MYC.
Okay, good evening, Tom. Not real strong over here, but I don't think you have the antenna quite on me, and I'm not sure I'm on you either. But we also should stand by and see if Lee is in here. So let me call him. Alpha Foxtrot 6 United, AF6 United, and if he doesn't come back, you better call him, Tom, because he may not be hearing me with the antenna where it is, K6MYC. Lee, are you there? Okay, I don't hear Lee.
AF6U, AF6U, AF6 United, KW6S.
Looks like Lee is taking another day off there.
Yeah, you seem real weak here, although I pointed at Mike. But Bill was in A6S, and Mike are both putting in pretty good signals here tonight. So I would guess maybe you have a problem there somewhere.
Are you talking to Lee? Hear him at all.
AF6U, KW6S, very good. I will forward that all on to Mike there. AF6U, KW6S. Mike, yeah, he's on a different antenna. He's got trouble seemingly with his Swaggy, and he's on 3 elements, and he's not hearing anybody, including maybe not me, very well tonight.
Yeah, I don't think he's pointed right, or he's got an open feed line. I don't hear a trace, but we'll log him in here. Alpha Foxtrot 6 United at 1098. We got him. Thank you, Tom. Go ahead.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, good to get him logged in there. We talked the other day or the other night about some of his problems, and I've got a couple more ideas I need to kick around with him of something that could be gone wrong there. But not that I understand his station well enough to make calls like that. But yeah, you're doing good, and I should be on Sunday night.
Okay, good. Well, we'll certainly keep an ear out for you Sunday night, and hopefully that'll all work, and hopefully we'll get you in there on Tuesday also on 1296 again like we did. I know that's iffy for you. Anyway, is there anybody else over here that wants to say hello to Tom, K6MYC? Go ahead.
Right here, it may have dropped out.
I'm not hearing anybody else, Tom, so 73s, and we'll see you Sunday. Have a good weekend there. Should warm up over here. It was about 63 and drizzly today. We had a wet mist coming down most of the day. It was never rain. It was wet mist. Didn't make anything in the rain gauge, but it kept things dampish. But 63 degrees was the tops today, so quite cool. Supposed to warm up to 90 by Sunday. So we're waiting for that. 73. AF6 Unite, no. KW6S 73. K6MYC going into the Bay Area.
Very good, Mike. Yeah, we had rain today till about noon from I don't know what time in the morning. But it was just just a nice gentle rain all day. And you dropped way down in signal. I'm wondering if your amp dropped offline or something. But I will catch you Sunday. K6NYC, KW6S.
Okay, very good. 7-3, Tom. I got better. I think we're off a little bit with the antenna. I'm clear up to 286, and that's you came up. So I may still not be quite into the Bay Area. We'll see what happens here. KW6S, K6MYC, QRZ, check-ins from the Bay Area. Please go ahead. Well, I hear somebody in there, but it's way down. Maybe I got to move the antenna some more here. Try again, try again.
Whiskey Bravo 6, November India, November 90. I'm hoping copy, Mike. You're coming about S1, over.
Yeah, I got you now, Gary. WB6WNI 1090, K6MYC. That should be better, okay?
Yeah. Like on and off, or off and on. Yeah, you went from an S1 to an S5.5, 7, somewhere in there. Anyway, yes, we got some pretty strong waves tonight or today, but it was very fast. Just came flooded, well, not flooded anything, didn't rain long enough, but it was pretty good downpour, and now it's perfectly sunny. Back to you.
Okay. Before you're done, you might want to call in Jim, WB6JNN. He said he would be there. I won't hear him, but you would, and he will be looking for you to call him. Over.
No, Roger. Let's just do it now. Almost ready to start, so we're not even eating. So let's see, Jim, WB6JNN, WB6JNN to new copy, WB6W9. We'll try one more time. WB6JNN, WB6JNN to WB6W9. Bozo Net. Jim, are you around? Well, I think that's your answer, Mike. He's not here, and I would clearly hear him on 432. So, maybe Stan is around, maybe Chris, Jim, Jim, Anyway, I'm going to go cook dinner, so I want to get in here quickly so as to say hi, but we'll try again on Sunday. I don't think there's anything else going on. K6MYC, WB6W9.
Okay, Gary, I didn't understand from what you said that you had heard Jim or you did not hear Jim. Over.
Did not.
Okay, got it. Did not hear him.
Otherwise, you might notice no response either time. Back to you.
Roger. Okay. Now let's see. KB6BA, Oliver, are you in here? And anybody else over there in the Bay Area? 432, Bozo Net. Please check in now. Over.
Kilo 6, Whiskey India Sugar, Placerville.
Okay. Well, we got Placerville in here. Not a bad signal. I can probably peek on you, Paul, but you're Q5. Good evening, and you can tell me if you've got any other check-ins beside yourself there. K6 Whiskey India Sugar, K6MYC.
1296.
Jim, I hear you fine, but Mike purposely walk over you. Jim, you're coming in well.
From Placerville.
Yeah, I had my amp off for the initial call. It's on now.
Good solid signal.
Yeah, loud and clear this time, anyway.
All right, catch you later.
Okay, who did you say catch you later? Who was that talking?
W6 PQL.
Oh, okay. Well, you and Paul were talking simultaneously, so I wasn't copying either one of you very well. Over.
Okay, and there's 775 in there too, so you're just buried with check-ins, Mike. K6MYC, W6 PQL. Go ahead.
got the 775. Thank you, Jim. I did not hear him, but you came way up that time, so there's some QSB on the band. I've got a cat on my chest that's really been missing me all day. She's been outside in the cold, and she just does not want to get off. So I'm having to do a little bit of gymnastics here to move the antenna in the right direction and so on. Anyway, we got KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. Good evening to you, Mike. Take a transmission. Let's see if I can copy you where the antenna is. Mike, over. I don't hear him, so he's probably not hearing me.
Okay, Mike, he's hearing you on the stream, not directly, so he doesn't have a direct copy, over.
Yeah, I may not be pointed just right for him. Anyway, thank you, Mike. Thanks for checking in, and I probably could find you, but I'm a little bit less than agile with this cat on my chest here. It's hard for me to run the rotor. I have to get my face up on the thing, and I can't see it from here. I can reach the buttons, but I don't know what I'm doing. All right, let's see. Is there anybody else in the Bay Area for checking into the Bozo Net here on 432? Jim, thank you very much, and we'll see you Sunday. Hopefully you have a good weekend, and your leg is should be almost healed by that time. That'll be a 6PQL, K6MYC, clear and open for any other check-ins in the Bay Area, over.
N5NPD 1129.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, Brett. 1129. Let me fall off my chair here.
Like I've been resurrected here. How you been, Mike?
I'm fine, Brett, but I'm I'm having trouble keeping the log here with I have to lean forward and hold the cat. She doesn't want to get down. She wants to stay with me. Usually when I do this maneuvering, she knows that she's not welcome. But she does not want to get off the nice warm chest here. Temperature's over here today about 63. She's been out all day, and she came in and she said, "Hey, you're nice and warm. I think I want to sit on you." Anyway, great to hear you. What did you say? You've been resurrected?
Yeah, resurrected here. Yeah, I haven't been on in a long time, but it was so cold outside today. I've been staying in the house here, so usually this time of the evening here, I'm outside because it's nicer, but not today. What did we get? Third of an inch of rain here in Newman.
Yeah, that's what seemingly everybody got. I didn't get that much. It drizzled all day, but every time I went out, I looked and the cement was just barely wet and was drying. It wasn't really rain, it was a mist. We didn't get raindrops as such, but you could feel little tinkles of moisture coming down when you stepped out in it. It wasn't anything that prevented you from doing anything. So we didn't have enough rain to get anywhere near 0.3 of an inch, but you're the third person around the area that said they got 0.3 of an inch today, so I'm glad somebody got some water out of this thing. Anyway, my plants are happy. They got their leaves wet, and maybe a little bit of that dribbled onto the soil below them. Anyway, great to hear you, and hopefully you'll be in here a little bit more often. Here, I know your work schedule was changed a little bit, and you've been heading for the showers or the bedroom earlier than you used to. Anyway, good to hear you. N5NPD, K6MYC, Bozo Net.
K6MYC, N5NPD. Yeah, I'm going to actually retire here at the beginning of September, so I'll be around a little bit more often.
Oh, that'll be good. You'll have so many things to do, you won't have time to get on the radio.
Yeah, I've been told that.
Yeah, that's the way it is for a while anyway. All right, great to hear you. Let me see, is there anybody else in this direction? How about Mario? Can you copy me here, Mario? KO6IQR.
K86, that's okay. Switch MYC, KO6IQR. I got your mic. You're a little fluttery today.
Okay, I hear both of you. Good evening, Fred. I didn't hear you earlier. KD6S OK. I'm way off of you. I'm probably too much toward Jim, but at least you're hearing me in your Q5 here. And I won't turn back on you because I've got the cat on me here. But I've got your 507. What's new on your side, Fred? Over.
Oh, we just lost the rain today. It was amazing. We had incredible downpours here, so it's cool right now, but at least we got some rain to keep the hills from burning up that side. I was going to ask you, are you using a air-on control on your rotor?
Yeah, I missed the last comment about the rotator.
Yeah, are you using a air-on control on that?
I'm off of you. I went too far. You didn't check in when I was down toward you and Gary. Gary checked in, and then I went further up north to get Jim, W6PQL, and that usually takes me out of your area. Anyway, good to hear you. Thanks for checking in. I won't go back because I can't get the cat to let me get my finger on the button here. Hi. But good to hear you. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you on Monday on 222, I hope. KD6SOK, K6MYC. Okay, and over to you, Mario, and I'll see if I can bump the antenna a little bit more your way. So give me a 15 or 20 second transmission like you did the first time, but you were covered up by Fred there. KO6IQR, K6MYC.
K6MYC from KO6IQR, Mario and Turlock, Charlie Mike 97. We got a pretty good amount of rain on the east side of the valley there, along with the 5. Triple pilot, big trucks on the interstate right at Pink, right before Patterson. Huge accident, multi-vehicle, I believe. Interstate 5 northbound was shut down for about 6-7 hours solid.
Okay, I'm missing a little bit. You've got massive QSB on you. You came way up, easy copy, and then you went down, and I almost thought you'd turned it over to me. Then I realized you were still talking. So the copy is not 100%, but that may be because I can't get the antenna quite on you. It's with the QSB, it's hard to find the peak. Over.
Yeah, you're also, you got some flutter in you also. You pointed pretty much in my direction, but yeah, you got some rapid flutter on you. So I don't know if it's just the conditions or what the deal is there. Yeah, I was just saying there was a huge accident on the Interstate 5 northbound, just south of Patterson. Huge pileup that shut the interstate down for about 5 hours.
Okay, give me the last bit about the 5 hours.
There was a huge pileup on Interstate 5 northbound just south of Patterson involving some big rigs, and they had the interstate shut down for about 5 hours.
Oh, but you did not get trapped in that, did you?
No, I get up way too early. I was on the job site by 4:30 in the morning, and it happened around 6.
Oh, okay. Well, good. Glad you didn't get trapped in that one. I moved the antenna a little bit more, and I got almost to a perfect copy, but you do have the mobile flutter, or the flutter on you, which doesn't make it any easier. I'm also suffering tonight with very limited hearing. The left hearing aid went out, and I had to turn it in for repair, so I do not have Bluetooth tonight. So I'm listening out of the speaker, so that's why I'm not copying 100% sometimes. Anyway, good evening to you, and have a good weekend, and we'll see you Sunday night, hopefully. KO6IQR, K6MYC.
All right, 7-3, Mike. Maybe you should get P2L to make you about a 500-watt hearing aid there, LD MOP.
500-watt hearing aids, that's what I need. Well, what's left is the right ear and a backup old one, a one that's been replaced, but I kept it as a spare. But it doesn't have much volume, So I've got a very big imbalance in amplitude from the left ear to the right ear. I got a hearing aid in the left ear, but it does not have Bluetooth. And I've got the old hearing aid in the right ear, but the right ear never does hear very well. So that's why I'm suffering here tonight. Anyway, 7-3, and we'll see you Sunday. And I'll probably won't have the hearing aid back yet, but maybe we can work out the hearing arrangement a little bit better over the next few days here. 7-3, KO6IQR, K6MYC. Let me see if I can hear John in here. KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima. Are you there, John? Do you hear him, Mario?
I got nothing, Mike. I heard nothing.
Want to give him a call?
Sure, let me turn his way.
KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima. Go ahead. Give him a call, Mario. To turn back toward me for me to hear you, Mario. I can't copy you when you're pointed toward John.
Yeah, I tried. I think I hear him in there. I just can't make it out. I heard somebody pointed up that way, but nothing I can make out. But I did hear someone in there. KMYC KO6IQR.
Well, okay. Let's see if N6RO is here. Maybe he's hearing him. Ken, are you on frequency N6RO K6MYC?
Yeah, K6MYC, N6RO, Bozo 835. And high temperature was 70 degrees, and we had almost 2/10 of an inch of rain early this morning. And dinner is going to be the usual Thursday night stuff from Costco, the Caesar salad, chicken Caesar salad. And we're all set to go tomorrow, starting at 5 o'clock in the WPX CW contest. That is all from N6RO.
Okay. Well, that means you'll be a basket taste by Sunday night, but maybe we'll still catch a quick check-in from you. Okay, on dinner and your rain, you got more rain and warmer temperatures than we got here. The rain must have gone all around us because everybody around us got 2 or 3 or 4 tenths of an inch of rain, but nothing measurable here. I'm sure of it because I didn't even have water dribbling off the roof, only occasionally, and it was just droplets. So it wasn't enough water to even run off the roof here. But it was misty all day. It was dampish and ugly all day, but not didn't produce very much. Okay, well, have fun in the contest, and hopefully it goes well. I think if you don't have a lot of static from this thunderstorms and stuff that are going on now, it should clear up. Maybe we'll clear up certainly by Saturday. And but basically, overall, I think propagation seems to be pretty good. So hopefully it'll be a good weekend for you. N6RO, did you hear anything from KD6WVL, John, there south of you?
No, I could hear someone talking, but not really. I could hear Mario just a bit, but they're all pointed at you.
Well, John doesn't have a point. He's on a whole loop, and I can usually copy him here, and I may be able to copy him now. So let me try one more time and see if John is copying me. He's got 40 watts in a whole loop, so let's see what happens. KD6WVL, KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima, K6MYC. Are you there, John?
Copy, Big Secretary. 1179. I can hear you, Mike, but the signal's down. 86 WVL.
I got you now. You're Q4, and I'm probably just not pointed at you. 1179. Good evening, John. And I just wasn't pointed far enough north for you. And let me write the other check-in that occurred at the same time you checked in. Good evening to you, Dane. I've got 107 checking in from Course Gold there. So let's see. Let me just quickly go to you, Dane. Anything new or earth-shattering on your side? WB6JNP, K6MYC, over.
Nothing earth-shattering, no thunder. We recorded 0.2 of an inch of rain, and the last rain we saw was at about 2:45. So, nothing really exciting.
Okay, very good. Okay, and you're 0.3 of an inch. Everybody got 2 or 0.3 of an inch. We didn't get it here. It must have been I got a negative hole in the sky here, I guess. Good deal. Thank you for checking in, Dane. Now back over to you, John, and I think I can copy almost 100%, but I'm probably not peaked on yet. The cat did get off of me, so now I can try to do the rotator thing a little bit more accurately. KD6WVL, K6MYC, over.
K6VBG 971.
Yeah, you're not staying on long enough for me to peek on you, John. And you were down from the previous transmission, so I did not get any copy. But we've got you checked in, and we'll let it go for tonight. I'm hampered here because I'm not hearing well, both hearing-wise and antenna-wise. But thanks for being there. Thank you very much. And we'll see you Sunday night, John. KD6WVL, and I got you, Dave, K6VBG, Course Gold, K6MYC. Go ahead, Dave.
Oh, just a good evening, Mike. What a rainy day, huh?
Well, it didn't rain here. It drizzled. We had wetness. The leaves and the grass was wet, but it wasn't making the concrete wet. We didn't have anything running off the roof or anything, so it was just a real light mist and a few drops coming off the roof, but nothing making any puddles anywhere. So it skipped me here, Dave, over.
Well, it was about the same here, I guess. We got just enough to keep the asphalt wet. That was it. Just enough to beat the having it evaporate.
Well, you must have had something measurable. You said you got 0.3 of an inch, or were you just guessing?
No, I didn't say that.
Sorry, what?
I said I didn't say 0.3 of an inch.
Oh, I thought you did. Okay. Well, Dane said he got 0.3 over there, wherever he is, reference to you, over.
Hi, Roger. Yeah. Well, you know where Frank's at. I'm right by Frank.
Yeah, okay. Frank got rain. He had rain when I talked to him at noon or so. He had a couple of tenths already or something, or he thought he did. And it was cold and drizzly there, too. All right, very good. Good to hear you. Thanks for checking in here. I'll go up into Sacramento. Let's see if there's anybody else in this direction. We haven't heard K6 Uniform Delta Echo for a long time. How about you, Jim? Nothing from Udi. Anybody else for the Bozo Net before I go to Sacramento? K6MYC.
KB6 900, over.
I didn't get it. Is that you, Oliver?
Yeah, sorry for being late. I'll talk for a bit if you want to peek on me. You're not too strong in this direction, but you're copyable, so I'm sure you'd be very strong if I had showed up on time. A little bit drizzly today, but should be warmer and actually hot. I'm going to the Sacramento Swamp on Sunday. K6MYC, KB6BA, over.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to warm up and the rain's going to go away. We might have a little more drizzle Friday, but Saturday and Sunday is supposed to warm up. We're supposed to be 90. It was 63 here today, but it was supposed to be 90 on Sunday, so it's going to change dramatically here. Okay, very good. And I pointed toward you, so I've got good copy on you, Oliver. Would you just take a standby and see if there's anybody I missed in the Bay Area? Because at the time I was working the Bay Area, I couldn't rotate the antenna very accurately, and I may have missed somebody. So make a call and see if there's any other check-ins in the Bay Area for 432, okay?
Okay, here's KB6BA for the Bozo Net. Any Bay Area check-ins for this evening on 432. Here's KB6BA for the Bozo Net, over. Nothing heard, Mike.
Okay, yeah, I think we got everybody. The only one that might have checked in there with you would be WB6JNN. He said he would try to make it, but he's probably forgotten again. He has no incentive here because he doesn't have a good antenna. He always has the antenna that is pointing toward the sky for the satellite use, and it doesn't get a signal over here at all. But you guys can hear it. I said, well, check in with those guys over there, and then it still counts. But I think Dave likes to talk to me directly. 7-3, Oliver. Have a good weekend, and enjoy Sacramento over the weekend there. KB6BA, K6MYC, going to Sacramento now.
Okay, take care, Mike.
Okay, KJ6KFB or KO6KD to 1, K6MYC. Anybody? KJ6KFB 756. Are you there, Darren?
Wow.
Well, I hear some voice, but I didn't hear any intelligible. I heard the voice, but I didn't hear anything intelligible. Try again. Give me the call and the Bozo number if you would. K6MYC standing by.
Kilo Juliet 6, Kilo Foxtrot Bravo. Kilo Juliet 6, Kilo Foxtrot Bravo. 756. Over.
Okay, now that gives me enough time. Nicely done. You gave me enough time to get a peek on you there. KJ6KFB 756. Nice signal now. And good to hear you, Darren. Thanks very much. Over.
Peek in on there. Boy, conditions just aren't very good today, though.
Oh, it's up and down. There's huge QSB on you, but I had a big peak when I stopped here. Over.
Well, you found me. All right. The wings, I'll let you get at it. Have a good one.
It's just QSB. I'm going back and forth over the heading that you were peaking at, and I just can't get anything out of it now. It's Q3, so the band's really flaky here tonight. Probably the little storm that's here. 7-3. Thank you for checking in, Darren. I appreciate it. We'll see you Sunday night. KJ6KFB, K6MYC for KO6KD.
Yeah, there you go, Mike. It's starting to come back up. I heard you that time. I had a nice peek on you. K6MYC, KO6KD. Bozo 776. I'll copy over.
Yeah, boy, it's just up and down. You're very strong, and then all of a sudden it just drops out. So very, very funny, rapid QSB. Over.
Roger. That's the same way with you. Very, very strong, and then it drops back down again. But okay, well, you got me checked in. I know John's waiting.
I got you now, but when I peeked on you, it also brought Beal up, so Beal is hammering me. So I had to put the noise blanker on, and I missed what you said. KO6KD. Anyway, we'll see you in the morning. We missed you this morning, but I was an hour late. I didn't realize it I was fighting a hearing aid problem. My left hearing aid quit, and so I was on the phone trying to sort that out, and I lost track of time. And when I thought it was 8:30, it was really 9:30. Over.
Oh, very, very good. Roger, roger, roger. Roger, roger. Okay, no worries. I'll see you in the morning. We'll see you in the morning. 7:30 KO6KD.
Okay, you're up again now. See you in the morning. I know you heard that. Thank you. 7-3, Bill. KO6KD, K6MYC, up to KR6MR.
Good. Now you're an S9.
What's that? What's that?
You said you got up to S9, and then the band went back down. There's also a bunch of radar tonight, so which is fun. But yeah, band's up and down. K6US.
Boy, I'll tell you, it's up and down. Yeah. Okay, let me see here. KR6MR, John.
Yeah, K6MYC in the group. This is KR6MR. KR6MR, Bozo 759. Bozo 759, over.
Okay, roger, John. I got your Q5 with lots of QSB, but got your 759 all okay, and I got a chance to peek on you a little bit there. So conditions are really ratty. Band is all over the place, up and down with this weather. So it's there's no tropo. It's all broken up into little patches of whatever. But, thanks for being there, and thanks for checking in, as always, John. KR6MR, Meadow Vista, K6MYC, over.
Got about half of that. Very weak signal. Very, very weak. Over.
Yeah, it's up and down. Real tough copy. 7-3. See you on Sunday. We'll see you on Sunday night, John. Thank you. 73, K6MYC, going to Nevada. Somebody else in there, give me your call a couple of more times, please. Your voice is different than John, so and you were transmitting with him, so I didn't get it. Give me your call and your Bozo number, at least your call, over.
It's LOL.
856. WA6LOL 856. 856. Over.
Yeah, Roger, Dave. Got you now. I knew the voice was different, and I found a spot. Boy, the band is just up and down and just herky-jerky. It's terrible. And Aaron's helping me copy. He's got better copy with his ears than I have. I'm having some hearing aid problems here, so I'm not hearing very well tonight. Anyway, good to hear you. Thanks for checking in. I forgot you were there because you haven't been there until recently, Dave. Thanks again. WA6LOL 856, K6MYC, over. Let's try Nevada. KD6BQ, and or KE7UQL, K6MYC, over.
This is 272, KE7UQL, over.
I got 272, good to hear you, Daniel, good signal. It's not real strong, but steady at least. 272. Good to hear you. And I could probably peek on you, make another transmission, and I'll see where the band is peaking tonight. Hi, hi. KE7UQL, K6MYC, over.
Sure, K6MYC. We got rain today. We did get rain today a couple of times.
Yeah. We didn't get rain here, but it rained all around us a little bit. People were getting 2 3/10 of an inch all around us, but I didn't get that much here. I didn't get anything measurable here. So, but it was wettish, kind of a dampish day, and it misted almost all day long. We did get patches of sunlight, but it was also misting at the same time. So, moisture was in the air, but not enough to make any big deal. The trees and the grass liked it, but it didn't make anything in the rain gauge. Hi. 7-3, Daniel. I haven't heard. He said he wasn't going to be here tonight. So that's right. Richard's not going to be there tonight. I think he's got an astronomy meeting or something tonight. So it's just yourself there keeping Nevada alive. Hi. Thank you, Daniel, and we'll see you on Sunday. See you Sunday night. Have a good weekend. I don't know if you're going to be in the contest or not, but if you are, enjoy that and have fun. KE7UQL, K6MYC, 7-3. Okay, boy, oh boy. I don't know where we can do now. I think we got everybody. The only person that hasn't been in here. What's the deal on Rob? And we haven't got Mike. W6 Papa Echo. Mike, are you around anywhere? No, Mike. How about what's the deal with Rob tonight? Is he not going to be here at all?
I don't think so. I don't know. I know you had some kind of a training meeting. He's probably down here in Fresno, so I don't think we're going to hear him tonight. K6US.
Yeah, okay. So we've got quite a list, though. I've got 4 columns here with 8 in each column. I know we got close to 30 here.
27.
Yeah, very good. Not bad.
Yeah, it's easy for me to count because I do the list on my computer, and the software I'm using counts the number of lines, and so I can just look at the last number and go, okay, if we're at 27.
Yeah, good deal. Well, if we had Robert here, it'd be 29, and if we'd gotten KB6RQU or any of the other guys that were sort of regular here, we would have been well past 30.
Well, let me give a call from down south, K6US.
Okay.
KB6RQU, Kilo 6 Uniform Sierra, Delta Mike 05 for the Bozo Net. Are you around, Rick? From down south. Anybody else down in the South Valley, Bakersfield, or out in the high deserts that can hear me for the Bozo Net, K6US? Cricket, K6US. I had to get somebody from Bakersfield on this band.
Yeah. SWR has the band, and he's tried, but he's also in a bunch of condos there, and his signal gets blocked.
Well, I mean, with the we'll have to tell them when we hear them on 2 meters that now that now that I'm monitoring the remote station, I mean, I can just check them in through the remote.
Yeah, understand. Yeah, well, you could hear him on DMO5 too. So yeah, from the remote base. Okay. Well, let's see. I'm back to the Bay Area. Let me just call one more time for late checks or missed. Late checks or missed in the Bay Area, anything from Watsonville up to North San Francisco and further on than that. Benicia even. QRZ, the Bay Area, Bozo Net. Late checks or missed. Over. And it's quiet. So I think overall, Aaron, because we have so many missing that should be in there, I mean, usually Richard would have been there. That would have been another one. And Rob and his wife would have been that would have pushed us to 30. And we could have gotten KB6RQU. We could have had AF6 United. He would be easy for me if he was on. Well, he was there. Actually, I did log him in. Because, but he had something wrong with the antenna, so we did get both the guys in Santa Cruz and Watsonville there, but I never did hear him, and that's unusual. I always hear him.
Hey, don't count me out, KM6SRR.
There you are. We'll put you in there, and you're going to push us to 29.
And 6BYH 195.
195. There's 30 already. Do we get Brittany too? I mean, Candy tonight?
Yep, she's here. And good evening to Mike down there, N6BYH, KM6SRR.
Hey, good evening.
Hi, Mike. Hi, Rob. And Rob, I have the list for you, so no need to go back and listen.
Great. You can email it to me or get it on the handy-talkie.
We have a contest weekend coming up here pretty quick.
And we could have gotten Mike in here tonight also. That would have pushed us into the 30s. W6 Papa Echo was missing. WA6 OIB was missing.
No AAJ.
And WA6 AAJ was missing. KB6RQU was missing. Bozo 61. Hell, we could have had 35. Richard was missing too. He had a meeting, so he was going to be there. But KD6BQ and Wassa Valley 249 was missing also, but normally would have been easy. So we had a lot of ones that were could have been there but weren't. Oh, we did get Brett, by the way. N5NPD checked in out of nowhere after 2 or 3 months, Rob, so that was nice to hear Brett, and he was booming here across the valley.
All right, that sounds great.
So that was one that was unexpected. We didn't get K6KLY either. He didn't check in on anything all week long, so we missed him on every band, but that would have been another easy one. Anyway, you'll get the list, and it looks like it's 30 or 31 now. What do you think? Aaron?
Oh, sorry, I missed the question.
What's your number say? 31?
I'm at 30.
Well, you had 27, and we got N6BYH, 432, and 1200, and didn't we get one other one?
Nope, I only added 3 people.
Wasn't it Rob and his wife?
Yeah, and you.
Yeah, well, we could have had Ken also. That would have been pushed us over. Well, we got 30 anyway, so that's a good number for 432.
Yep, Roger.
We really need to get 32 for 432.
Yeah, I'm also surprised on Bozo numbers. We're getting pretty close to 1296. We're gonna have to skip right over them.
I'm sorry, I missed that. You're a little weak.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're pointed at the Bay Area. I was just saying we're getting really close to W6PQL's number. And about 30 more people, we're gonna be at 1295, and then we'll have to skip over PQL's number.
Yeah, well, we're at 1267 right now, so we only need 29.
Okay, yeah, those last two haven't been added to the website yet. The website only has up to 1265 and then 1296 down to there at the end. But yeah, there'll be a kind of a momentous occasion when we pass his number.
I'll say I didn't think we'd ever get there. I think when we gave him his number, that was about 300 ago.
Right, and the joke would always be he was always going to be at the bottom of the list.
Well, I guess it pays to beat the bushes. I've been promoting it, and I guess you guys have too. Whenever we talk to anybody with any kind of capability, we try to get them on here. So we sure as hell... we didn't get Ralph tonight. I don't know whether they normally do get Ralph, though, I think, but maybe not. Maybe this is a band that because he can't rotate, they don't get him. But you should be able to get him if he was there.
I tried listening last week from the hill, and I kind of heard him in the background, but I never heard anybody strong enough to relay me in. So combination of not being able to rotate and probably a bunch of other people running verticals, I didn't even try to listen for him tonight.
Yeah, they're up on 432, 120, of course.
Yes, yeah, and that's where I listened. That's where I listened last week. I turned the beam down south and tuned up. And as I said, I only ever heard murmurs, so I never heard anybody strong enough that I could relay a check-in.
Yeah, that's funny because I used to work a lot of people down there on 432. Not as many as 2 meters, but I could easily any given time with a decent array. In the old days, I get 5 or 6 people on 432. And all over the place, all the way down to San Diego. We used to have San Diego in. Louis on Point Loma would come in nicely whenever he was there, but Mexico could also get in. So we always worked those guys if they were there. There's quite a few guys up on the north side of the canyon there. Can't remember the name of the canyon that runs down the north side of San Diego. But anyway, there's a plateau up there with a lot of people living up there, and there's a couple of fellows that used to check in from up there with good signals. Torrey Pines was one area. Anyway, I'm just reminiscing here. All right, I'm out of here, guys. Good evening to you. Have a good weekend. I'm going to be here. Frank was sick again, so hopefully he'll be over his cold tomorrow. He worked out in the cold yesterday fixing the truck. He was putting a repaired ABS brake pad and a sensor on one wheel, and of course laying on the ground with wind blowing on you for 2 hours, that doesn't help. So he was snuffling a little bit today, but hopefully he'll be here tomorrow. It'll be warming up a little bit too, which will be nice. Good night to all. K6US, N6BYH, to you, Mike, if you're still listening in the background there. KM6SR, good to have you pop in here at the end, Rob. Anybody else listening? K6MYC, Bozo 47 and Delta Mike 07, closing the 432-100 net on May 28, 2026. 7-3 all.
73, Mike. Thanks for what you do.
Good night, Mike. K6US.
Who was the other one that called that said 73 with a nice signal? I didn't recognize the voice.
It was a short meeting tonight, so I was able to get home in time. 73.
Who was the other station that wished me 73s with a nice voice? I didn't recognize it. Might have been you, Robert. I don't know who it was, but they were loud. Maybe it was Mike, BYH.
Yeah, I said thanks for what you do, Mike. Appreciate it. And 6BYH.
Okay, it was you. Okay. Thank you. I'm glad you've been able to stick around tonight. A lot of times you're in and out, and sometimes when we turn it back to you, you're not there, of course. But great signal on 432 here, Mike. Thank you, sir. And 6BYH, K6MYC. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So, Rob, do you just want the list here?
Oh, whatever works is fine.
Okay, let me shut the stream down. Good night to everybody on YouTube, K6US.